Good morning, friends. In last lecture, we have studied relation between conformation and chemical properties, and under that, we have studied uh, steric assistance, steric hindrance concept. Now, in this lecture, we have to go towards the next point, that is substitution reaction. What do you mean by substitution reaction? Everybody knows. A substitution reaction means one of the functional group is replaced by another functional group is called as a substitution reaction. We have to study bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction and their type. There are two types of substitution reactions: symmetrical substitution reaction and unsymmetrical substitution reaction. Student friends, conformation, that is the structure, that is the stereochemistry. Stereochemistry can affect the rate of the reaction. In last lecture we have studied how the rate of the reaction is affected by the different stereochemistry. The orientation of group affects the rate of the reaction. Sometimes rate will be higher, sometimes rate will be the slower. Here also stereochemistry also affect the rate of substitution reactions, and therefore we have to study in this topic how change in a stereochemistry or how conformation affect the substitution reaction. Now there are two types of substitution reaction: symmetrical substitution reaction and unsymmetrical substitution reaction. Now let us see first symmetrical substitution reaction. See this example. Before going towards the example, you must understand that what do we mean by a symmetrical substitution reaction. Symmetrical substitution reaction means when incoming nucleophile and outgoing leaving groups are same, then this is called as a symmetrical substitution reaction. Incoming and outgoing groups are same. For example, 4 tertiary butyl cyclohexyl iodide by radioiodine. Substitution of this iodine. So both are iodine and therefore the incoming group is I star and leaving group is I. So incoming and leaving group both are same, and therefore this type of a substitution reaction is called as a symmetrical substitution reaction. Now here we have to study the rate of symmetrical substitution reaction. Substitution of 4 tertiary butyl cyclohexyl iodide by radioiodine. Here if you study, there are two isomers. This isomer is a trans isomer. Stereochemistry of this 4 tertiary butyl group and this iodine are anti with respect to each other, and therefore this compound is a trans. If you go toward the right hand side, both iodine and 4 tertiary butyl groups, they are pointing towards upward direction, that is toward the same side, and therefore this is a this isomer is a cis isomer. So if you trans isomer, if you take a trans and cis both isomer, cis isomer, and if you carry out the same type of reaction, that is the substitution reaction, then a formation of identical product, and but a rate of the first reaction and a rate of second reaction is not a same, rate is a different. So we have to find out whether trans reacts faster or cis reacts faster, which isomer will give a faster product, we have to find out. Now let us see energy profile diagram. With the help of this energy profile diagram, we can find out which isomer reacts faster, whether a trans isomer reacts faster or whether cis isomer reacts faster. Now student friends, see here ground state of equatorial isomer, and here this is the ground state of axial isomer. This is equatorial isomer and this is axial isomer. Now let us see ground state of equatorial isomer and axial isomer. If you compare the ground states of equatorial and axial isomers, it has been found that equatorial isomer is at a lower position as compared to axial isomer. Equatorial isomer is lower position means it is more stable as compared to axial position. So all of you know that why equatorial isomer is more stable, because both for tertiary butyl group and iodine both are equatorially oriented, therefore it is more stable, therefore it is located at a lower position. In case of cis isomer, iodine is axially oriented, it creates one-sided axial interactions with the hydrogen present in the 3 and 5 position, and therefore it is unstable as compared to trans isomer. Therefore its position is above the equatorial isomer. And therefore if you compare the difference energy level, energy difference between the equatorial and axial isomer, it is a delta F. Now when reaction takes place, equatorial isomer and axial isomers reacts to give the identical product, this, and formation of product takes place. This product is both gives the same product, and therefore at excited state energy is identical for both isomers. Excited state energy is identical, and we have denoted excited state energy as a E star, and for axial isomer it is a star. And the difference between the ground state and excited state is denoted by delta Fe star for equatorial isomer and delta Fa star for axial isomer. And the this is a Fa star minus Fe star. This excited state difference is a 0. Excited state difference is a 0, that is Fa star minus Fe star is a 0. And therefore if you compare the difference between the ground state and excited state, which is a higher, if you compare the ground state difference and excited state difference, which is higher, here see this difference is a negligible here, because they are both axial and equatorial isomers form same product, therefore excited state energy difference between axial and equatorial is a negligible or 0. But in case of here, in case of ground state difference is a considerable delta F, and therefore this delta F is a greater than delta Fa star minus Fe star, that is this difference. And therefore this is a case of steric, steric assistance, because ground state difference is higher as compared to excited state difference. So here I have written delta F is greater than Fa star minus Fe star. So ground state difference is a greater as compared to excited state difference, and therefore this is a case of steric assistance. That means those isomer is crowded at ground state. Those isomer is a crowded at ground state, which reacts faster. Simply, those isomer is crowded at ground state, which reacts faster. So if you compare equatorial and axial isomer, which is crowded at ground state, the axial isomer is a crowded at ground state, and therefore axial isomer reacts faster as compared to equatorial isomer. If you see here energy profile diagram, clearly show that axial isomer reacts faster. If you compare this length of this line and this line, which is having a less lower height or lower length, the axial isomer is having a lower length. That means this line is lower length, means axial isomer reacts faster. That is the time required for axial isomer going from ground state to excited state is a lesser, and therefore we can say that here in symmetrical substitution reaction, axial isomer reacts faster as compared to equatorial isomer. Student friends, see both isomers, so chemical formula, molecular formula is identical, only structure is different, stereochemistry is different, and therefore this stereochemistry affects the rate of reaction. So axial isomer reacts faster, equatorial isomer reacts slowly. Why? Because equatorial isomer is already stable at ground state, and it is not it doesn't have tendency to go toward the excited state, because it is already stable in the ground state. But if you See toward, if you see axial isomer is unstable in the ground state, and while going from ground state to excited state, it it gets the stability, and therefore axial isomer reacts faster, and it has tendency to go toward the excited state fastly. So in this way we have studied here symmetrical substitution reaction, and the conclusion is that in symmetrical substitution reaction axial isomer reacts faster as compared to equatorial isomer. Now amine nitrous acid reaction. Second we have to study amine nitrous acid reaction. Now see this another point, amine nitrous acid reaction. We have already studied this point in first year. What is the questions here? 4 tertiary butyl cyclohexyl amine, 4 tertiary butyl cyclohexyl amine, cis and trans with nitrous acid. Cis reacts to form alcohol with retention of configuration, while trans gives olefin as a major product. Simply here what is the question? 4 tertiary butyl cyclohexyl amine, 2 isomers are given, trans isomer and cis isomer. Trans isomer gives a retention of configuration, and cis isomer gives elimination product. See here, you can see one minute. Yes. So if you see here, trans isomer first step is diazotization, formation of diazonium ion, and this diazonium ion further converted into the alcohol. Now here what is the question? Why trans alcohol gives the trans why trans amine gives trans alcohol, that is retention of configuration. So here very important reaction we know is a SNI reaction takes place, internal nucleophilic substitution reaction. See here, cyclic intermediate form, and the OH approaches from the same side of the amine. OH approaches from the same side of the amine, and therefore a retention of configuration takes place and formation of equatorial alcohol. If you study, if you see cis isomer, first step is again formation of diazonium ion, and diazonium ion is then here transdiaxial situation is there, N2 plus and hydrogen, they are exactly anti with respect to each other, and therefore here instead of substitution elimination takes place, and formation of olefin as a major product. You can see here formation of olefin as a major product. See here, okay, 1 minute. See here, this is a olefin formation as a major product, and in addition formation of this substitution product also, but second product, substitution product, that is the equatorial alcohol, is a minor product, but elimination product is a major product. So what is conclusion here? Conclusion is what is conclusion? Conclusion is trans gives a retention of configuration, and cis gives elimination product. Now rearrangement. Here in case of see question, cis amino cyclohexanol giving 2 products on diazotization, and trans gives only 1 product. Explain. Cis gives 2 products on diazotization, while trans gives only 1 product. What is the region. Now see here, cis isomer, first step is diazotization and formation of diazonium cation, and here shift of hydrogen takes place. Instead of elimination, here shift of hydrogen takes place, and the N2 plus is given out, formation of a cyclohexanone. And one more possibility, the cis amino cyclohexanol is flipped, formation of EA isomer. Here ring flipping takes place, and after ring flipping, the axial diazonium ion goes toward the equatorial side, and in second step this bond is exactly anti with respect to this amine group, and therefore anti bond is shifted from back side, and leaving group N2 plus is given out, and formation of cyclopentane carboxyldehyde, that is a 5-membered ring containing aldehyde. This is another product. So here if cis isomer is taken, reaction takes place by two ways. First is a shift of hydrogen and simply formation of a ketone, and in second way the rearrangement product. And therefore if cis isomer is as a starting material, if you will get two products, one is a cyclohexanone and second is a cyclopentane carboxyldehyde. On the other hand, in case of trans isomer gives only one product. What is the reason? So in case of trans isomer, first step is again diazotization, formation of a diazonium cation, and here in this case for amine, only for this leaving group, this bond is an anti, therefore this bond is migrated, and formation of cyclopentane carboxyldehyde, and only one product, because here the hydrogen is not available anti with respect to this N2 group. Here only rearranged product is formed, because shift of hydrogen will not be takes place, cyclohexanone product will not be formed. Why? Because the hydrogen is not anti with respect to this N2 plus. This is equatorially oriented, transdiaxial situation is not present in this case, and therefore formation of only one product, that is the cyclopentane carboxyldehyde. So here this question asked most of the time in examination, why cis gives two products and trans gives only one product. So answer is that in case of cis situation, transdiaxial situation is possible, therefore cyclohexanone product will be formed and rearranged product also formed. But in case of trans isomer, such a transdiaxial situation is not available, and therefore only rearranged product formation takes place. Now we will stop here because